What is going on, y'all? It's your boy VeLL, and we are back with another Mobile Legends video, man. And in this one, we're going to be going over some of the biggest tips that will help you become a lot better in Mobile Legends. And really, this one is going to come down to mindset and shifting your mindset in the way that you see things and look at things. Because one thing that I noticed that a huge bulk of the community suffers from is low confidence. If you look at the like to dislike ratio around the entire Mobile Legends community, the Mobile Legends community is a lot more hateful, and that comes from not being satisfied. That comes from people who are people who hate certain YouTubers or don't like certain YouTubers and stuff like that, but they continue to come back because it's an insecurity on their part and stuff like that. So really, it's a lot of issues like that within the Mobile Legends community, and it's a lot of people who believe a lot of crazy things that make absolutely no sense. So we're going to be going over some of that stuff. So someone said on my last video, one of my last videos, that you're legend, you can't tell if a mythic is good. Now, if you need to be something before you can understand it, you will never become it. The world just does not work that way. That's like saying in order to be a millionaire, in order to know how to be a millionaire, you have to be a millionaire first. How does that work? How can you become something if you don't know how to become it? It makes absolutely no sense. What happens is successful people say that the people become successful in their mind first, and that reflects the real world success. And basically, that's what you have to do. You need to understand that if you want to become mythic in Mobile Legends, you have to watch mythics, you have to study mythics, you have to understand the things that they do well, the things that they do bad, and once you understand mythic players, you will know what it takes to become mythic yourself. When it came down to people saying, oh, VeLL, you can never get out of epic and stuff like that, people said that, and literally a few days later I hit mythic simply because I was watching Mobile Legends for 3 years before people started questioning if I was actually good at the game. I just never felt the need to hit mythic before because I didn't care to. Even now that I am mythic, and I've consistently been mythic every season since everyone said that I couldn't, I mean, it's like I don't feel accomplished by just hitting mythic. I know that I can compete with anyone. I know that there's nobody that I cannot really keep up with. I know that there's no one who I can't hang with if I come across them, and that's just me. That's just my confidence level. That's just what I believe. So I think that it's very, very important to work on your mindset and the things that you believe, because if you believe, oh, I can't speak on a higher level player because I'm not at the same level, I'll never be able to be at that level and stuff like that, you probably will never get to that level. You don't believe you can. Obviously, you're not going to be successful. Like, you're wondering why you're stuck in low elo. You're wondering why you're stuck watching players like Gosu General, and you're stuck watching pro players and stuff like that, wondering why you're not successful yourself. I mean, you're stuck looking up to people. You're never understanding the fact that you are already capable of being on the same level as these people. The problem is you put them on pedestals like gods. You put people on pedestals like God, and you don't understand that you should be on that pedestal yourself. If you put as much effort into yourself as you put into other people, like for instance, people put a lot of effort into hating me. If they put that same effort they use to hate me and come and dislike every single one of my, anytime somebody got the urge to dislike my video, if they went and did something that made them more successful, like read a book, read a quote, studied some gameplay, analyzed some, like did anything that really makes them a better person, every time they got the urge to hate on me, they did something that made them better instead of something that's just wasting their time, they would be way farther in life, in this world, and in Mobile Legends, man. I mean, that's a mindset, though. It's a mindset to, say, I'm not gonna waste my time doing something that's useless, because if I dislike this video, I'm someone that VeLL does not know. He's still very, very successful. He's so popular that I'm somewhere in the world and I still know this guy's name, but I'm going to hate him anyway and hope that maybe he notices and hopes that maybe it gets him mad or upset or something. It's like, I don't know what type of mindset you have to want to rather bring someone else down or try to bring someone else down than to lift yourself up. It's not even just about you, it's about you, your family, your goals, your dreams, your ambitions, everything that you want throughout this life. I know I see all these mindsets as one. Like, I know Mobile Legends is just a game, but If you have the hater mindset and mentality when it comes to playing a game, I have to believe that you're the type of guy who would go to work, and if someone gets a raise over you, you would look at, oh, this guy is not as good as me, I'm better than this guy. You would start making a bunch of excuses as to why you're not successful, when the simple excuse would be you're focusing on the guy who is successful, and you're not focusing on what you can be doing to make yourself even more successful. That is a mindset, that's a mentality, and it's something that will follow you throughout life. So you have to look at things a lot different. You have to look at things in a different way. You have to see your self-worth if you really want to progress in anything. And I think that's very, very important. It all starts in your mind. One thing that I see from people a lot, from haters a lot, because honestly, this guy who left this comment, he said you're a legend player. You can't tell if a mythic is good. First off, this guy didn't even take the time to do a second of research to realize that I'm a mythic player, and I barely play the game. I don't even put a lot of effort into playing the game, becoming better, or nothing like that. Literally, every time I hop on stream, it's like my first time playing in like a week or two. And even still, just hopping on, I'll use non-meta heroes. And this goes to my next point. Someone said that I can only use meta heroes, which is ironic that I built my reputation using Layla at a time where all the heroes were super mobile. And yeah, and I didn't even use boots. I didn't use boots at all. I didn't use boots, and like people were saying that, oh, you only use meta heroes, when I'm really one of the first ones in the community who got popular using non-meta heroes. And people don't even know that. People don't know what they be talking about. They just look for excuses, because the thing about it is, it's very easy to say, oh, I won't listen to VeLL because he can only use meta heroes. It's easier to say that than to admit that you just might not be good. You just might not know something. And instead of listening to me when I try to tell you what you don't know, you say, nope, this only applies to if somebody who only uses meta heroes. When in reality, if you watched one of my streams, like last stream, if you would have popped in, you would have saw me using Cyclops. You would have saw me using Nana. I was about to do a Ballman pick. You would have saw me get MVP with Layla. You like, literally, I can use any hero in Mobile Legends and do my job, because what you have to understand about Mobile Legends is being good at Mobile Legends is role-based. It's not hero-based. It does not matter the hero. And people never understand what I mean when I say the heroes in Mobile Legends does not matter as much as the roles and the information that you know. Because people looked at my Xborg video. And said instantly, oh, you're using Xborg, he's an overpowered hero, do that with a regular hero. And it's like they don't understand what they were actually supposed to be looking at throughout that gameplay. They were looking at the hero that I was using and completely missed the point of the video. They didn't notice the rotations. They didn't notice when I invaded. They didn't notice which players that I was targeting and when I was targeting these players. Because if they would have noticed the decisions that I was making, the key decisions that I was making, when to push a tower, when not to push a tower, if they were noticing the decision making and the advanced basically rotations and stuff that I was doing, they would know that no matter what hero I was using, if I would have been playing exactly the same way, the same thing would have happened. Because regardless of it, within the first 2 minutes, I was ganking somebody. So if I was ganking somebody with obviously Xborg, you're going to kill them faster, but if I was ganking somebody with Cyclops, it's the same thing. And that's why you can see me use Cyclops on stream, and it's still the same thing. I still do very, very well. The only difference is sometimes I won't secure the kill with Cyclops. 9 times out of 10, if I come at you with Xborg, I'm securing the kill. But if I'm going to gank somebody with Cyclops, there's a chance that whoever's in that lane could probably get the kill, because Cyclops is not as powerful as Xborg early game. So that's the only thing that changes, and that's what people need to understand. Once you know how to play a role, if you know how to play the mid lane role, how to rotate, which target you're supposed to focus, which lane needs your support, if you understand these things and stop making the excuse, oh, it's all about the hero, then you become a much better player. You'll understand what it takes to become very, very successful in Mobile Legends. So I think that people just need to cut out the excuses, cut out coming to, oh, VeLL always talking but he don't do action and stuff like that. Stop making all my content about me. If you can discredit the content, if you can say, oh, you rotated and ganked somebody, you got a double kill by 2 minutes marks. This is bad. That's bad. You're not supposed to rotate that earlier. Like, if you can talk about the gameplay and you can actually make a valid point for why that rotation is bad, then do that. But don't just say, oh, VeLL is bad. VeLL doesn't have X amount of stars or something like that. Because that means absolutely nothing. Like that really is just haters. That's a hater mentality. I think that you can learn something from your worst enemy if you actually take the time to understand why they dislike you to begin with. I think that you can learn a lot. Like that's the difference between a lot of people. Like me, I'm the type to listen to and understand the haters. Like people see so much, like, yo, VeLL, why do you even respond to the haters? Just ignore them. And that's what makes me so good. That's what makes me better. I actually listen to the haters. I listen to the hate. I analyze, oh, is this actually valid? Do they have any type of point? Most of the time they're saying something stupid, but I mean, there are some times where someone hating says something that's logical, and I put that into my mind, and now I don't make the same mistake that the hater gave me. So I don't look at who the information comes from. I look at the value of the information. And that's what any successful person will do. Because whether you like me, you hate me, you like whatever, I'm successful. That's the fact, especially in this game. When it comes to this game, when it comes to this community, I'm very successful. And more so than hating on that, focus on the things that I do well that can help you become successful. Some of the things that you may not know, some of the things that you may not understand. I think that's what the haters in this community lack. They lack the ability to separate their emotions and their feelings. Oh, VeLL don't make me feel good because he's too honest and straightforward. Like whatever, bro. You can go and cry later, but for now, take the knowledge that I'm giving you and go be great. Like, you can become anything that you want to be in this community and in life, anything. You have to stop getting emotional because everyone's not going to present something to you the way that you want it presented to you. I come from a different environment, a different culture, nobody in the YouTube community comes from the same place that I come from in life. So obviously I'm not going to be like anybody else. It may be a turn on, turn off, whatever. Either come and look for valuable information and get the value out of it, or come and be a hater wasting your time when you could be using the time that you're watching me to go and do something that makes you happy or makes you an even better person. But I mean, one choice is smart and one choice is stupid. I mean, I'll let you decide what that is. But hey, that's pretty much it, man. Let me know what you all think in the comment section down below. Make sure you leave your advice, your tips, and your thoughts on this commentary and everything. And yeah, I'm gonna catch you all on the next one, fam. Peace out, yo.
I don't know nobody, so don't ask for no favors. Don't ask for no paper, they leave when you losing, but they coming back later. Promise they coming back later. I'm up now, she wanna now. She keeps saying she in love now. Money got her on stuff, wow. All because I got bust now.